What's going on, guys? Today I wanted to talk to you about the Shimano XT trail pedals, or as these ones are, the M8020. They did recently release the M8120, which has a couple different adjustments. But for the most part, I wanted to show these guys after about 8,000 kilometers on this exact set in front of you here. So wanted to give you a long-term review, some things I liked, some things I didn't like, and an overall feeling on if you should buy them or not. So to start things off, we have this 8mm hex on the end of the axle, which is made of chromoly, so something that is extremely durable, which is in line with the expectations of a Shimano XT product. Durability is key, so we've got an extremely durable product here. The axle is made of chromoly so that it's not going to bend, snap, crack, whatever. It's typically going to outlast the bearings inside the pedal itself. So on the top of each pedal we have this screw. The screw adjusts the tension for release on the SPD cleat itself, which I believe is set at 6 degrees or 4 degrees, one of the two, don't quote me on that, but essentially all it does is it increases the tension on the spring holding the SPD cleat mechanism in place. So for me this doubles as two things. One, as your cleat wears out, you can kind of increase this a little bit to make up for that. Or if you're like me and you ride a lot of rough terrain, I like to crank this guy down out of the gate fairly far down the as far as it'll go, basically. Now the pedal itself is fully rebuildable in that if it does have any issues, you can take it apart, re-grease the bearings or the axle to make it a little more quiet if you are riding in those drier environments. But from my experience, that hasn't been required. So with our low profile design and the ability to shed mud, hopefully you can see that there, it does have a lot of room. So, you know, this really opens the door at 400 grams or 408 claimed per pair that, you know, you can put this guy on anything from a gravel bike or even road or touring if you want a little more platform and comfort, to your full-on enduro or downhill bike. You know, as I see it, primarily for me is a gravel or trail pedal, which is awesome. With the mud shedding ability, the easy in and out, the adjustable cleat tension, it really makes for a great all-around product. Here's another shot of the screw from the top that adjusts the tension on the pedal. For me, it's giving me about 1/4 of the threads remaining, so that gives me about 3/4 of tension that I've applied to the rear or the spring on the front of the SPD. And once again, you do want to apply the tension on both sides of it because it is a dual-sided pedal. And when I say it's a dual-sided pedal, it means that we have our SPD on one side as well. We have it on the other. So what you do want to do is match this guy here. You have to tighten that guy down or loosen that guy down, as well as on the other side here. So it has notched clicks every time you turn it and tighten it. So you just want to match both springs so that you're not going to have one side really tight and the other side really loose. Essentially, especially if you're a beginner, you don't want to have that mix up on the trail. As well, as you can see on the top of the pedal, the mechanism that engages the cleat can be replaced if you do in fact hit it and don't want to buy a whole new set of pedals. These are cheap. Look them up online, but much cheaper than buying a brand new pedal. If you do in fact bend them, I haven't had any issues, and like I said, I've had this on a number of bikes, which I'll show you next down or later in the video. I think I've got 2 sets of these XT trails, a DX platform on my downhill bike, as well as XTR trails on my Mega Tower. So I'm all in on the Shimano program, and they haven't given me any issues at all. So as I said, I have this style of pedal on a number of different bikes. So here it is on my Mega Tower. This is an XTR trail version from about 2010, still going strong, no rebuilds, and absolutely bashed to hell. Here's another set on my Tall Boy, another exact set actually of the 8020 XT trails, still going strong. They've got a full season on this bike as well as 2 previous seasons on another bike. So this guy's got about 5K on it, no issues whatsoever as well. And then hopefully you can see this back here, but here's a DX downhill pedal that has been going strong as well it was on my downhill bike and now is on my fat bike without any issues, still going strong SPD style. So as discussed, who are these pedals for? Well, they're for anybody who essentially is either getting into the sport and wants to try out a good quality SPD that's going to be durable and last them a long time, or conversely, someone who's been in it for 20 years, who wants or has experienced lower end product that just wants durability, wants a good weight to it at 408 grams, wants that chromoly axle and the ability to adjust tension and replace parts as needed. It really is an overall great package, and that's why so many people buy this pedal. It's, look it up online for reviews. It's consistently in that 4.5, 5 out of 5 type review because people don't have problems with it. And as my experience has dictated, with 8K on these guys or 9K with other bikes running the SPD platform, it's no different for me. So highly recommended. It's one of my go-to products and something that I would not have any issues telling my friends to buy right out of the gate. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks for checking it out, and talk to you later. Peace.